Okay, this is the scene at Grace Life Church this morning. Here we are at Grace Life Church. RCMP are here, fencing off the church.
You can see back there too, but you can do it from there.
What are you doing here?
What are we doing now?
Yeah, what are you doing?
We're helping AHS them.
You're helping AHS.
Yeah.
Doing their bidding, obviously. Doesn't this make you feel a little sick to your stomach?
I feel fine.
You feel fine shutting down a church? I know you guys are just following orders, but this is pretty pathetic, guys. I can't believe you would actually take part in something like this. You realize actions like this are really making people lose faith in organizations like the RCMP. Like, you kind of see where this is pushing. Doesn't that scare you? Doesn't that scare you? Look at this, people. They got the whole church wrapped up in a fence. I don't know if you can see that. Apparently, I'm not allowed to get close to their precious fence. They got the whole church building fenced off. Then there's global BS news. They got an 8-foot fence all around that church right now. 8-foot fence. This is your tax dollars being spent here. Guess they think they're saving lives. I don't think this is saving any lives. This ain't saving anybody's life. This is just pushing this society over the edge. That's all this is doing. Look at that. Look at all those police vehicles lined up there. All those unmarked. Got Paladin security. They got private security here now. I want to show you guys what these people are doing. They've actually got 2 lines of fencing. So they've got a fence around the parking lot and a secondary fence around the building. And that inner fence is being covered with fabric so that you can't even see what's going on the other side of that fence. This is your new dystopian future, Canada. When are you going to stand up and say enough? When are you going to stand up and say enough? Look at that. Just another day serving and protecting. Didn't know it was your job to protect us from viruses. I didn't know that was in your job description. Oh, that's just a rent-a-cop. Anyway. So they're paying private security, 2 rows of fencing. In case you get through the first row, you'll have to battle with the second row. Wow, they really don't want you going to church. They really don't want you going to church. Oh yeah, they got enough fence to go all the way around this place. They got enough fence to go all around this place twice. Shame. Shame on you. Shame. Absolute shame on you. This is our country now, hey? Police just shut down churches, erect 2 rows of fences. You realize it's not going to stop these people. So I guess you want to be Christian now? You got to do it underground? What is this, China now? This is the way they do it in China. You're okay with that, I guess, eh? All for a virus that has over a 99% survival rate. Keep drinking that Kool-Aid, boys. Just wait till they come for you. Look at this. Look at these pathetic excuses of human beings. You guys are all pathetic. I know times are hard, but this is pathetic. Your mother would be ashamed. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is what they do to a church in Canada. You make me ashamed to be Canadian. This is pathetic. Totally pathetic. And y'all get to hide behind your masks. Keeping you safe. Safe from criticism. That's what those masks do. Safe from criticism. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. So sick of this behavior from our government. Absolutely sick of it. This is worse than any virus. What is up with this pandemic, people? This is a pandemic of stupidity. That's the only pandemic we're experiencing right now, stupidity. I don't think I'm ever going to look at the RCMP the same way again. There's only one place this leads. Civil unrest. And they're not giving people any options. Absolutely pathetic behavior. Oh, AHS told us to do it. AHS told us to close the church, so we're going to close the church because we just do what we're told because we're good officers. Because some little flake in a lab coat said this was a good idea. Boy, how many times has that happened in history? How many times? How many atrocities have been committed just because of people following orders? Just keep following those orders, guys. What's next? Concentration camps? You know what? This would actually make a pretty good little concentration camp. You gonna lock people like me in there? You're just gonna commandeer the church, turn it into a little concentration camp, little quarantine facility? What's the plan here, boys? I don't know what's coming next. I just can't even believe this is happening. Man, and you dudes building the fence, man. You just got your 30 pieces of silver. Hey, that's cool. Hopefully you repent before you kick it. And why do they need privacy fabric? Like, what are they going to be doing in there? Like, is this actually going to be turned into some kind of prison facility? Why do you need the privacy fabric? What are you going to start, like, ripping people's fingernails off and waterboarding them in there? Like, where does this end? Where does this end? Does this ever end? And will there ever be a shortage of people like this willing to do this to people? Good grief. And they're probably going to pay these security guards just to wander around here all the time. Well, you know what, Grace Life Church? You want to go someplace free? Go to the Alberta Legislature grounds. Jason Kenney doesn't want to be personally responsible for arresting people at the Legislature grounds. So maybe hold your services there. This is an abomination. Unbelievable. I'm just doing my job. Just doing my job. Oh, they're coming to get me now. Hi. Sure. I hope you're ashamed of what you're doing.
Let's leave the property.
I hope you're ashamed. What would your mother think if she found out you were fencing Christian churches for something as simple as holding services? This is something you're comfortable doing? You're okay with this? You're okay with this?
Let's head over.
Well, I got two police officers with me here. They got to defend their fencing. I guess a guy with a camera is pretty scary. Well, this is your new Canada, people. Freedom's dead. The RCMP's killing it. And are proud of it. People fought and died for freedom in this country, and you guys just flush it down the toilet. Awesome. Should be ashamed of yourselves. Oh, and we got more fake stream media here, I'm assuming. Why do you guys even bother? It's scary out here. Don't you know there's a virus? These scumbags. This is insane. Oh, look, and here's the people who are propagating all this crap on you, scaring the hell out of everybody 24 hours a day. Yeah, this is where the fear porn comes from. You know, this virus has over a 99% survival rate, right? Oh, I'm just talking about you guys scaring the hell out of everybody over a virus that's hardly even dangerous. Yeah, global. That's B-U-L-L. Bull. Global bull. You know, I'm starting to feel a lot more like Art Pulaski these days. I'm starting to agree with that guy. If only you didn't have masks on and your faces would be remembered for history. Isn't it convenient you got to wear a mask while you're perpetuating this tyranny? I like yours. You look like a duck. Is that like a coffee filter that you put rubber bands on? Fencing around a church. This is your new normal, Canada. What next? I'm wondering when they're going to intern me in that church. Kind of looks more like an internment camp than anything right now. What's next, boys? What's the next phase of this operation? Gas chambers? You know, we've already got quarantine detention facilities. Yeah, just doing your job. Just doing your job. Just like all those other tyrants who just did their jobs all throughout history. Now you get to be one. We'll remember. It'll go down in the history books. How many people, you know, if this were a pandemic, wouldn't we be tripping over the bodies by now? Shouldn't like, you know, at least at the beginning of this, we saw footage of coffins lined up in China. We've never even seen anything like that here. You guys actually afraid of this virus? You realize in your age group, it's pretty much a cold. You know, maybe you should wash your hands before you hug grandma. It might have been all we needed to do. Sure be nice if the media actually reported real news instead of fake news all the time. You're going to report this as, oh, those evil Grace Life parishioners, those dirty plague rats, those super spreaders. Oh, yeah, got to get good pictures to talk about the super spreaders. Won't put you guys on camera. You guys are parishioners, eh? This is live.
I'm on camera every
But
week. I don't care.
oh, okay. Yeah, I guess, yeah, just for being in there.
Yeah. No, I deal,
The
The front here.
and I deal with the RCs every week.
Yeah.
if you're not going to be able to get in here, come to the legislature grounds. I'm serious. That place is Jason Kenney. He doesn't want to be seen. We've been protesting there every Saturday for a year. It's the freest place in the province. So
I'm pretty sure Jason Kenney publicly stated they would never lock a church.
Yeah.
yeah, Jason Kenney's a lying.
We'll let you stop there.
Yeah. I'm angry. This is pathetic. But the legislature grounds, like we've been out there protesting every Saturday. I've got a battery-powered PA system.
Yeah.
If someone if you want to go down there and have a service, you won't be touched down there. And I'll, like, if you want me to bring my battery-powered PA, I think you guys might have the same one already.
If we can get it.
Oh, yeah, you can't get it. You can't even get in the building.
Yeah.
No kidding. But I just start holding services right on Kenny's doorstep.
No, we do need to show them that the church isn't our building.
Yeah.
I'd like to know why news reporters aren't wearing masks on TV. She's not even really 6 feet away from that camera where the camera guy stands. I mean, isn't that some kind of violation? And where does this guy buy his coffee filters? Like, he really does look like a duck. Whack, whack. Officer Donald. Yeah, what is with the black paper? I think they're trying to make it look like some kind of internment camp. You know?
It is a good job.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's where the dissidents get put now. They've commandeered the building. It's now an internment camp. And COVID deniers are going to be placed in there under the gaze of Officer Donald the Duck.
My man.
Oh, well, we got 2.4 thousand people on. Anyone want to say anything?
Well, I mean,
He's wearing a pink blanket.
I'm wearing a pink blanket, man. I can't be on camera wearing a pink blanket.
Well, we got Officer Donald over there. I mean, he's not.
I don't want to make fun of the mask of choice as much.
I think the fastest way through this is mockery.
I am interested in why they only wear, why the media only wears masks outside at this specific location. It seems like
Well, there's been a lot of
seems like
super
there's an
spreaders
agenda
here.
there. Well, there has been. We have had 2 confirmed cases.
Like a year ago?
Since June or whatever. So it was pretty bad, We got kind of out of hand there for a bit.
Somebody had the sniffles.
We had to tamp it down, so, And to be fair, we did close church for a week.
Oh, City TV's here. They're even worse than
And-
Global. I almost thought I was going to get arrested there. That was cool.
We were like, wow, he's doing it. That was impressive. That
You can't look at our fence. That fence belongs to the RCMP. You can't get close to it. It's our fence.
That dude's for Stony Plain reporter.
Gonna report on the super spreaders? Biggest frauds. Yeah, you're frauds. You're a bunch of frauds. Journalism died years ago. Where'd City TV go? City News. More global. You guys ever going to wake up and smell the coffee? Or are you just going to keep reporting bull crap? Still afraid of that pandemic, eh? Got to walk around outside in your mask? How pathetic is this? Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. You know, back in the day, reporters would go in all sorts of crazy places, you know. Hail of gunfire. Now they can't even go outside without their mask. Oh, he's getting the big gear out. Got to spread some real propaganda now. Those pesky Christians trying to have church services. Oh, that's just horrible. I'd rather have Pravda than these clowns.
And they can't prevent us from going in there either, can they? From there. Like into the front.
Well, it's brisk out here. I don't even have my coffee yet. I don't know more what more there is to say about this here. This is just absolutely reprehensible behavior on the part of the RCMP. Oh, we're just doing what AHS has asked us to do. And it's like, yeah, that sounds an awful lot like the Nuremberg defense to me. That's the Nuremberg defense. That's what that is. Didn't work then, shouldn't work now. Oh, coffee. Oh my goodness. Ay. So here we are, Grace Life Church, just south of Edmonton. All the vehicles you see in there are either police vehicles or they are rent-a-cops. You got Plaza security guarding the church. I've been ordered off the property. I went and got closer earlier in the video and filmed the fencing they're putting up. They've put up 2 rows of 8-foot chain link fence around that church. They got an outer ring and they got an inner ring. The inner ring is being covered with fabric so that you can't even see in. You know, because I guess even the sight of that church building spreads COVID. Just being able to see the church building somehow spreads COVID. So they had to put a mask on the church. That church has been masked now. It's in compliance. If you're not in compliance, you get masked. We're just going to mask everything. So we got like several undercover vehicles in there. We got lots of marked vehicles. We got Officer Donald the Duck, who's wearing a coffee filter on his face. Aren't you looking dapper today? Already?
Well, somebody's got to fucking dress up and do their job properly. Fucking police officer.
The one and only David Dixon. I've already been ordered off the property. for looking at their precious fence. It's a nice mask they're putting up. They've got 2 rows of fencing, an inner row and an outer row. They're putting up privacy barrier all around it, so now the church has a mask. I guess it won't spread COVID anymore.
Got my blood pressure going this morning.
Isn't this insane? I'm kind of feeling like some kind of like, is this how the German people felt, like, you know, before Hitler really got wound up? Or, because it's kind of how I feel. I don't know.
It's funny how CTV are covering this, but not the experts who were calling the government out.
Oh yeah, we got Global with that's BULL, GLOBULL, and we got City News. David actually sleeps in a suit with a monocle. He just pops out of bed looking like $1 million. It's amazing.
So when are you going to cover the experts that have called the government out for a public debate? The experts that have been following this all along? Get some good footage. Because yes, I'm one of those experts.
Does that look like 6 feet?
And we have called the government out, and not one of you covered it. Not a single one of you. Do you not want to know what the truth is? Do you want to continue this? I'm talking to doctors. I'm talking to ICU nurses on a daily basis. I'm looking at the figures. I'm connected to all the experts worldwide. My colleagues in the police, the armed services, researchers. We are looking at the facts. Why are you not? The old sheriff's badge. Insanity started. That is the RCMP. My colleague.
Check out the social distancing.
It's time this insanity ended. And anybody wants, you all know who I am. Dave Dixon, retired police officer, cybersecurity consultant to Alberta Justice, who set up how we prosecute people, who set up all the current systems that the police use for tracking all of you. I do my research. It's time my colleagues did the same. And it's time you, as reporters, actually looked at the evidence and asked the government about the PCR test. About the PCR test they're currently telling us are actually finding all of these variants. Go and ask them to produce the lab documentation. Ask them to tell you how they work out somebody's in a hospital. Do you know how they actually count those hospitalizations? It's within 30 days you end up in hospital for any reason whatsoever. You end up on the hospitalization list, and then after that you are still on the hospitalization list for 10 days. And I know you're shaking your head, but I've got the FOIA request from the government. You know what? They're not that smart. They will produce the evidence that will bury them. These acts are criminal, and they know it. Right now, we're talking to MLAs, and the MLAs are basically, you know what they're discussing? They're not discussing COVID inside a caucus. They're discussing how the hell they saved their political careers. And you, all of you, are a disgrace. As reporters, you used to go into war zones. Now you're standing outside, wearing a mask. Have you checked to see if that one's got graphene in it, as the government of Canada's just warned you about? For God's sake, guys, do your job. And my colleagues, any of you watching this, any single chief of police, come and speak to me. You know me. Chief Justice Fraser, you know me. I've given talks by invite to the chiefs and chiefs on multiple times. I challenge you to bring me back, and I will give you the evidence of what's going on. Thank you.
So, Dr. Dina Hinshaw, this is not 6 feet of social distancing. These people that are calling these people super spreaders, they ain't social distancing either. Just so you know. Well, CTV kind of is, more or less.
I'm horrible. That's well above me, my friend.
I've got enough evidence. This would be one of the easiest criminal cases I could ever prosecute of what's really going on here.
Yeah.
Hospitalizations. You just have to tell me to the test that isn't any cell service, not that accurate. Within 30 days you go to hospital, you become one of those hospitalization units. You stay as a hospitalization total for up to 10 days.
Look at that. The little media party. These are the people that tell you what to believe every day. I'm amazed anybody even listens to them anymore. Church completely fenced off, 2 layers of fence, 8 feet tall. They got an outer ring, an inner ring, and it's all being covered in privacy screening on a Christian church. Why? Why? Because someone might get the sniffles.
I didn't get your name, sir. Please introduce me. My name is Jeff.
Well,
And you know as well as I do.
I don't know.
I'm not the
I don't know if there's any point in filming anymore. It's basically just a fence. So, I think I'm going to let you go. Thanks for tuning in.